Hello and welcome to the Maybury State Park Mountain Bike Trail Steady State Workout. I'm Gus Hemingway. I'm a licensed and certified athletic trainer, and I'll be working with you to achieve a better aerobic capacity. This will help you to maintain a higher workload for a longer period of time. As this develops, you will have the ability to ride longer or to finish a trail ride and still have energy left. Before you start this or any workout, consult your physician to make sure your body can handle the training loads. This workout will have the most beneficial effects if you are very aware of your effort level. There are a few different techniques to monitor effort. Some people use heart rate monitors, some use power meters, and others use rate of perceived exertion, or RPE. RPE is the simplest and least accurate judgment of effort. Simply put, it's a personal scale, 1 to 10, where 1 is no effort at all, and 10 is bleeding from your eyes hard. Heart rate is a great judge of effort, and much more accurate than RPE, but it's not instantaneous. There is a bit of lag from when the effort is started and when the heart rate effort increases to maintain performing the workload. Heart rate monitors are very affordable these days and would be a huge investment for anyone who is concerned with improving their fitness. Power meters are the most accurate way for cyclists to track their workload. The effort shown in watts reflects how much strength is being forced into the pedals. This information is instantaneous and relies on sensors on the rear wheel or in the cranks. This makes power meters much more expensive. This workout uses a percent of max effort as a basis for the intervals. Whether you use power, heart rate, or RPE, you should be able to follow along and try to accurately maintain the effort. If you don't know your maximum heart rate or maximum power, it's best to take a field test to find those numbers out for yourself. These numbers are very individualized for the trained athlete. However, there is a formula to get a generic basis for your maximum heart rate. 220 minus your age equals maximum heart rate. If you haven't completed a field test, you can use this number as a good starting point. For this workout, you will need to know certain percentages for your maximum effort level. 65% for recovery and 85% for the high intensity intervals. To get this number for your workout, multiply your maximum heart rate by 0.65. This will be your recovery effort. If you've completed a field test and know your maximum heart rate, multiply it by 0.91. Otherwise, using the formula 220 minus your age equals maximum heart rate, multiply maximum heart rate by 0.85. This is your effort level for the high intensity intervals. Record these numbers and have them handy as the workout progresses. You will refer back to them often. Cadence, or pedal rotational speed, is also a good tool to help gain fitness. Pedaling with a faster cadence is more muscularly efficient than a slower cadence. You can achieve more power for a longer period of time with a higher cadence. Many cycling computers also have cadence sensors included. Cadence will also be utilized to help develop increased fitness with this workout. Today's workout consists of an 8-minute warm-up consisting of two 2-minute hard spins with 1 minute of recovery in between each effort. After the warm-up, our intervals will be made of two 12.5-minute steady-state efforts separated by 6 minutes of recovery. After the two intervals, we will cool down for 5 minutes. The cool down is very important in bringing the body back to pre-workout levels. Be sure to stretch after the workout to reduce muscular soreness. If you haven't done so already, get on your bike and start spinning in a moderate gear. The warm-up will start shortly. Today's warm-up is going to be 8 minutes long, and we'll start with an easy spin at 90 to 95 RPMs at about a group ride's pace for 1 minute. So start spinning at about 65% of your max effort in an easy to moderate gear. The effort portion for this warm-up will consist of 2 hard spins at about 85% of your max effort. Not everything you have, but pretty hard. These efforts will be 2 minutes long. You want to go as hard as you can maintain for the whole 2 minutes. If you can't maintain for 2 minutes, gear up to an easier gear. You want to perform these hard spins spinning fast, 100 to 105 RPMs. Don't bounce in the saddle though, but pedal as fast as you can maintain without bouncing. After each hard spin, you will have an easy spin for recovery. Not full recovery, this is a warm-up after all. Easy spin will be 1 minute between each hard spin effort. The first hard spin is going to start in about 5 seconds. Gear down and get mentally prepared for the workout. Okay, we're spinning at a fast 100 to 105 RPMs, working at 85% of our max heart rate or max effort. 2 minutes of this effort during the warm-up. Maintain the entire effort the entire 2 minutes. Come on guys, you're doing great. Don't let up over the course of this interval. Maintain a fast spin and a hard effort for the entire length. Over 3/4 of the interval is done. You've done great so far. Keep going for the last 15 seconds. After this effort, you get 1 minute of easy spin at 90 to 95 RPMs. This will be a 65% effort, just as when the warm-up started. 4, 3, 2, 1, recover. Easy spin for 1 minute to recover. Shift into an easier gear, but keep the cadence high at 90 to 95 RPMs. The effort comes down to about 65% of your max. One more hard spin left of this warm-up. Remember, the key is to go as hard as you can maintain for the entire 2 minutes. It should be about 85% of your max heart rate, or max effort. So if you're using RPE, you should be somewhere around an 8 in the perceived effort level. If you're using heart rate, you should know what your max heart rate is and multiply that by 0.85. You want to stay as close to that number as you can during the entire 2 minutes. Get ready for the hard spin in 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Shift down and pick up the cadence. You want to go at 100 to 105 RPMs. Remember, we're going at 85% of our max for the full 2 minutes. Keep the effort up. You're looking great. These efforts in the warm-up will get your body physiologically prepared for the efforts to come. After this interval, there will be a 2-minute recovery period, so keep the effort up and maintain the pace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Easy spin. It's going to be an easy gear spinning at 90 to 95 RPMs. Let your body come down to complete recovery for the next 2 minutes. Your effort level should be very low, but the cadence needs to stay high. This will help squeeze and pump out the lactate that builds up in the quads, hamstrings, and glutes, which will make the following efforts much easier. In the early 1900s, this area was a sanatorium for tuberculosis patients. The photos you've seen depict what it looked like back when it was still open and just after it closed. Though the buildings are gone, some of the foundations can still be seen. Today, Maybury Sanatorium land is home to Maybury State Park, with many different recreational activities, including a 5.9-mile-long mountain bike trail. Some of the trails around the park are the original roads from the early years. The mountain bike trail entrance is located off of 8 Mile Road in Northville, Michigan. The rest of this workout will consist of 2 steady state efforts around 12.5 minutes long, split by a 6-minute recovery period. These steady state efforts will consist of a medium to hard spin around 85 to 95 RPMs in a gearing that you can maintain for the entire 12.5 minutes. This should put your effort level at around 85% of max, so similar workload to the hard spins, but slower RPMs and for a longer period of time. Recovery ends in 10 seconds, then we hit the single track for a steady state effort. The steady state efforts are held at 85% of max and spun at 85 to 95 RPMs. Alright, let's gear down and work up to that maintainable effort level. Again, the key to this interval is the effort you can maintain for the entire 12 plus minutes. 85% of the max for the whole thing is the goal. Keep the cadence higher, between 85 and 95 revolutions per minute. Settle into this rhythm and keep going.
A piece of street on the groom and it's killing you. And now you're looking for a hole to crawl into. The place on the right, you lost your sight. Shivering in the corner, so kind of light. Black trees, rubber trees, and a dirty bar. Say dance, you're a local star. Another morning you feel sick, it's black and white. You take away another day without a fight. Empty plate on the right, you lost your sight. Shivering in the corner, so kind of light. Now you're sick and tired of your square life, looking for kicks, it'll set you right. I don't wanna talk you out of something you just gotta do. We don't wanna talk you out of something you just gotta do. Black trees, rubber trees, in a dirty bar. Say dance, you're a local star. Yeah, another morning you're so sick, it's black and white. You take away another day without a fight. Empty plate on the right, you lost your sight. Shivering in the corner, still kinda light.
By now you should be at that optimal heart rate effort level of 85% of your max. The rhythm of the cadence should be easy to maintain, and you should be breathing steadily. While performing these workouts, don't forget to practice good on the bike habits. Practice a good round pedal stroke, pushing around the top of the stroke and pulling around the bottom of the stroke. Keep working hard and enjoy the trail.
Gonna do
I come up to you, my throat turns dry, I'm tripping on my shoes. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, 'cause I think I have fallen in love with you. 'Cause I think I have fallen in love with you. It's true. You're driving me crazy. You're making me lazy. But every time I come up to you, my throat turns dry, I'm tripping on my shoes. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, 'cause I think I have fallen in love with you. 'Cause I think I have fallen in love with you. So please, oh please, won't you tell me that you love me too? 'Cause I think I have fallen in love with you. It's true. I take a look around, I don't like what I see. A bunch of people who don't know shit about you today. I see right through your skin, you say you see through mine. Then please explain to me what we fight all the time. And I can't take it anymore, this is bothering me. Got people killing each other, why does it have to be? I wish I knew, I really wish I knew. All people see the story, difference plots me and you. It's a bar with the sharp nose, and I know it seems like no use. The chance of feeling no reaction. This is a call to action. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. Bending humanity towards another man is man's insanity and ignorance again. And now the time has come to stop what's going on. The hatred building up, exploded like a bomb. It's a bomb with a sharp nose, and I know it seems like no use. The chance is feeling no reaction. This is a call to action. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. Bumper bumpers gonna pop, say bumper bumpers gotta stop, say bumper bumpers gonna pop, say bumper bumpers gotta stop, say bumper bumpers gonna pop, say bumper bumpers gotta stop, say bumper bumpers gonna pop, say bumper bumpers gotta stop. It's a bomb! It's a bomb! It's a bomb with a sharp nose. And I know it seems like no use. The chance is building on reaction. This is a call to action. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. SOS, we need help. Drop, 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 drop.
This interval is over halfway complete. As you work through the second half, don't ease up. Keep the intensity at 85% of your max, and keep the cadence strong. Spinning a fast cadence will train your muscle fibers to be more efficient, and your legs will last longer.
10 seconds to the end of the world. 5 seconds to the end of the world.
The pedals go round and round, I'm low on gas. I've given up on going fast, 'cause I've been here and I've been there, and not too much surprises me now. I've seen
About a minute and a half left of this interval. This is the important time. I know it's tiring, but this is the time when you need to stay strong, focused, and driven to the goal. As you push through the mental barriers, the body develops strength and grit. Dig deep and hang in there. Only about a minute left. Going all the way to the finish. Keep the effort high. After this interval, we have a 6-minute recovery period. Plenty of time to rest then, but now we work. All the way through. Go! Okay, recovery starts in 3, 2, 1. Shift into an easy gear and spin the tension out of the legs. As you are recovering though, make sure to keep the cadence high at 85 to 95 RPMs. This helps with flushing the metabolites out of the muscles. Let the heart rate come down to 65% of your max effort level. Though 6 minutes may seem like a long time to recover, it will go by quickly, so enjoy it while you can.
happy hours next door, but you have to brave the downpour. I'm staying here where I can get a song free with my drink to smooth things along. The bartender, he looks kinda saucy, but he always knows what's going down. It's all how you carry yourself.
Take this opportunity to drink and do some quick stretches. As you exercise, you want to drink at least a bottle an hour. And training indoors, you lose the cooling effect of air passing over your body, and so you sweat more, meaning you need to drink more. I would suggest a bottle to a bottle and a half per hour of indoor training. Don't forget to drink during the steady state intervals too. Staying hydrated will give you more power throughout the entire effort. Okay, we have about 45 seconds until our next steady state interval begins. Start getting mentally prepared for the effort. Remember, we will be working at that 85% level. Think about what gear you want to use and get ready to utilize it. Get another sip of water to be ready for that long effort. Steady state starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Shift down and bring that cadence up to 85 to 95 RPMs. Get into the groove for this longer interval. Remember, this interval is what you can maintain for the entire duration. That's the key. Don't go off hard and not have anything left at the end. Don't start off too easy and go harder as you finish. That 85% effort and a moderate gear spun at 85 to 95 RPMs will get you through the entire 12 and a half minutes.
Dad took his life in his mother's car. Maya went to college, but you knew about that. Rocket played a record, she started riots. Lauren's always quiet. She was battling depression. Hey, is this something worth belonging to? And can I pick it up for a song? Or a diploma or a worthy cause? Well, let me tell you that there's nothing wrong. It's just the ones like us will never belong. Jack wore a skirt, but he knew how to scrap. Billy went to county on a class 1 possession. Wendy went to school while her daddy shot smack. Eugene kept the list. Muggle was security. Mary, she kept her purity. We were all in it together. Yellowed postcards all on the wall served to cover up a blankness after all. So I will carry them along like a song. When I'm gone, yeah. Hey, you, is there something worth belonging to? You know we've been here all along. Like a confederacy of the wrong, and I confess it could be prejudice, but to you I dedicate this song. Yeah, to you.
At this time, you should be at your specific heart rate or effort level, spinning between 85 to 95 RPMs. Remember, the key here is to get it up and keep it up the entire time. If you were unable to maintain the gear from the first interval, gear up now and maintain an easier gear for the rest of this interval. Your cadence may come up a bit, but that's okay. I want you to maintain a constant effort the entire time. Don't forget to drink and stay hydrated as you perform this interval.
She's with me. I got your letter. This is forever on the portrait. I asked my mom if I could go out and play. She says our room's a mess and I gotta stay. Big man, you're grounded. I'm so excited what you're pulling me through. Don't seem like long ago I hung out with G.I. Joe and what my little was in my backyard. Now all that need me to be just so much of reality that wakes me up and drags me to another day. God, I love this feeling. 6 years of meeting and there's no plan, come and go. You had this way of living, nothing to believe in, not anymore. God, I love this feeling. 6 years of meeting and there's no plan, come and go. You had this way of living, nothing to believe in, not anymore. You had this way of living, nothing to believe in, not anymore. You had this way of living.
You're doing great. Keep up the hard work. Continue to practice a good round pedal stroke. Remember, you want to push over the top and pull around the bottom of the pedal stroke. Push over the top and pull around the bottom. A round pedal stroke will keep you from bouncing in the saddle at higher cadences and will be more effective in the long run. Working at the prescribed effort level of 85% will have the best results from this workout. I know it's difficult to stay right at one specific number of beats per minute, so try to stay within 2 to 3 beats plus or minus of the prescribed number. Doing this will give you the ability to complete these efforts for a longer period of time. At this point you have 2 minutes left. The last 2 minutes can be the hardest mentally. Don't give in now and don't listen to those thoughts in your head telling you to ease up. Fight through it and develop the strength you're looking for from these trainer rides. Push all the way to the end. One minute left. Keep the effort high. Stay in that 85% effort level range. This is where the gains are made in the last moments of the interval. Don't fade. Stay with it. Go! You're just getting out of the trail, and the interval is almost over. 5 minutes of recovery starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Cool down for 5 minutes. Bring the effort level back down to a normal level. Shift into an easy gear, but as with the recovery portion, keep the cadence up. This will help to flush out metabolites so you will be fresher for tomorrow's workout.
No one's picking up the phone, 'cause it's me and me, and this little masochist, she's ready to confess all the things that I never thought that she could feel. Hey, Jupiter, nothing's been the same. So are you gay? Are you blue? Thought we both could use a friend to run to. And I thought I wouldn't have to be with you. Something new. Sometimes I breathe you in, and I know you know. And sometimes you take a swim, found your writing on my wall, leave my heart soaking wet. Boy, your boots can leave a mess. Hey, Jupiter, nothing's been the same. So are you gay? Are you blue? Thought we both could use a friend to run to. And I thought you wouldn't have to keep with me hiding.
You did great work today. These efforts will show themselves come spring when you're on group rides and can stay with the group longer.
Yes, thought I knew myself so well. All the dust I had took my leather off the shelf. Your apocalypse was fab for a girl who couldn't choose between the shower or the bath. And I thought I wouldn't have to be with you. A magazine.
If you like this workout, feel free to complete it 2 to 3 times a week, but also include some workouts with higher intensity but shorter intervals, 30 seconds to a minute long. Those intervals should have limited recovery in between. Doing so will be huge for your high intensity training.
Guess I thought I could never feel the things I feel. Hey, Jupiter, nothing's been the same. So are you gay? Are you blue? Thought we both could use a friend to run to. Hey, Jupiter, nothing's been the same. So are you same? Now we're through. Thought we both could use.
Don't forget to stretch your legs after the cool down. Stretching post-exercise will reduce the likelihood of delayed onset muscle soreness and muscle tightness. Thank you for joining me on this ride. I hope you enjoyed it.